This is not only an encyclopedia of cultivated orchids, but it's also a culture guide. So he will identify, this is a book by Alex Hawks, and he will identify the species and then give you culture tips on how to grow different things. And so I was referencing Hawks and his recommended media for habanerias, which was garden compost and sand, and to kind of make a composty kind of thing to grow them in. And I was commenting that it was too compact, and that I moved on to New Zealand moss, which is really the best, in my opinion, the best thing to grow habanerias in. So I looked up and asked about Hawks, and I got the blank look from everybody in the room. And this was our Bible back in the day, before the internet, before you could type in the name of the orchid and it would pop up and tell you what's up.
Thank you.
So it really blew my mind that this book is being lost as a reference for orchids, but I guess that's what computers do and the internet. But this is still a very, if you can find, well, it's out of print, been out of print for a long time, but if you can find this book, it's very interesting. A lot of the species names have been changed, but it's still a really good read. And then the Sanders list of orchid hybrids. This is the first edition, but before we had computers, this is how you would look up the parents of orchids.
Wow.
And so you've got the first hybrids in here, and what I was talking about was Cattleya enid. And enid is a primary hybrid between Mossiae and Cattleya mossiae and Cattleya warszewiczii. So you can go here and see Cattleyas and go to enid. And it tells you Mossiae by warszewiczii, which was registered by Vetch and Sons, which were hybridizers in England in 1898.
Wow.
This is, it's actually a lot easier now to go on the computer and look up parents than I have volume, and every 5 years they would come out with a new volume because new hybrids were being made. And I think they stopped it in 1990 or 1993. I got to look and check.
So how many books do you have?
There's probably 10 or 15
Wow.
volumes in the time that, because a lot of the volumes were before my time even, right? But to have the whole reference, you'd have to buy the back issues.
Yes.
And and then it got to the point where you had to special order it from, this was put out by the Royal Horticultural Society in England. And you'd have to pre-order the books to be able to get a volume. And it was kind of cutthroat, because there was only so many.
Not everybody's going to get one.
But now it's irrelevant. Now it's just taking up space on my bookshelf.
But if the internet ever goes down, you always have that backup.
The first one is a really cool one because it has a lot of the primary hybrids in it. And
so that's the first edition?
This is the first edition.
Wow.
This is the first edition. Yeah.
I'm going to have to take a picture of that later so that people
No,
can
it's
see
really
it.
cool. And if you can find it, I found, I have one I bought, and then I have Milton's old one that's just, page worn.
Tattered.
How much would a book cost, do you think?
I think I found it in a bookstore, Seattle, in an old bookstore in Seattle, and it was like $20.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but if you can find it.
Yeah, if you can. That's the big question
If
right
you
there.
can find
If
it.
you can
Yeah,
find
so
it.
now I have this one, my original one, I have Milton's for nostalgia, and then I have another volume that if someone wanted to buy it, I'd sell it. But is what it is. Is what it is. So that's the history lesson. But I guess I guess you have to have an interest of the historical side of orchids. And that was kind of, part of I got into I liked all kinds of exotic plants. I got into orchids because they were the most exotic and they're most varied. But, and they're also historical plants, you can't find a lily or You can trace the parentage back to the original plants, and that there's still clones, especially Paphiopedilum clones, that are pre-World War II hybrids, and they're still cultivated.
We find it really cool.
I find it fascinating.
And I know a lot of my viewers have really enjoyed the past videos with you, with the history. And Hawaii does have a big history in orchids.
Yes, that is being pretty much forgotten, I think. There's been a couple books that have been written. My friend Ted Green, who passed away a couple of years ago at 101 or whatever it was, he was one of the people I mentioned that went to the World Orchid Conference in Singapore in 1963, and he put up the display for the Honolulu display for that. And but that's a character that you'd never hear about.
Well, interesting you say so. I didn't know he was into orchids. I know him from Hoyas.
Exactly.
So you said
right.
Ted Green, of course. I knew he was
right.
on this island. It sparked my interest because he's well known within the Hoya community.
Exactly. He's probably more well known in the Hoya community than in orchids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
No.
So he and his wife, Dorothy, I think is her name.
Right, Dorothy. That's his second wife.
Okay. They went to all kinds of islands. Fiji
and he was doing it in his 80s, man. He would go out and hike. Should that be in the refrigerator?
But no, Ted Green. I know Ted Green because he introduced I don't know how many species of Hoya into the trade.
Oh, okay.
So I desperately tried to go and visit them. It was during COVID.
Hoya people and orchid people,
there's a little bit of it. Well,
yeah.
here I am. I started in Hoyas and I'm into orchids, but I tried to go visit them during COVID, and Dorothy said we're too old, and then Ted passed away. So
right. Well, Dorothy's still making money on the Hoyas. I think.
Sure is.
I mean, Ted gave me, which was kind of funny because, his whole collection was dominated by blue cattleya or blue anything. And I would always tell him, there's no blue in the plant kingdom. Only blue comes from lapis lazuli, or it's a mineral, right? To get true blue. I said the sky is blue, Ted. That cattleya is a shade of purple, right? But it was an ongoing for as long as I knew him, 40 years, back and forth, me harassing him and kidding him about his infatuation with this color. And then the guy wills me his whole collection.
Wow.
So I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
So you have a lot of his stuff here then?
Yeah.
Oh, anything you point out would be interesting. Then.
Yeah. No, and it's it's far out. But those kind of people are the old nursery guys that when I was in my 20s and 30s that I met. There's nobody like that anymore. Mm-hmm. You still have people producing orchids, but they just don't seem to be the same kind of pioneer kind of people that the old guys were. You got a lot of nurseries now that really aren't raising their own stuff. They're all just middlemen, right? Someone is breeding at wholesale level and selling them to nurseries that either bring them into flower, or a lot of them, they're not even repotted. Right?
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it is what it is. But I think you lose that, the characters.
Well, we're going to have a history lesson, I'm sure, as we're walking through the nursery
Okay, you want to get
today.
out of here? Get outside?
Let's go see that blooming
Enid.
Enid. How do you say it? Is it Enid?
Enid.
Enid.
So Enid originally was made using the color form, and then they made, which really wasn't all that big a deal. It was the semi-alba Enid alba that was used as hybridizing, and a big hybridizing thing. So.
Such a beautiful property here. Oh, look at this. There's orchids all over here. And lots of vandas. If you guys watch my last video that we took here,
we talked about... It was still in bloom, wasn't
yes,
it? They were in bloom then, yeah?
We were talking about all of these vandas. So if you guys want to learn about it, go and watch my last video that we did here at Doug's Nursery.
Yeah, it's cool because both of them, Therese and Hookeriana, are both in bloom. The other time, I think only the Hookeri was in bloom.
I think you had one that you said only bloomed for you like once.
Oh yeah,
or
that's the parent on Nellie Morley Red Berry. That's Emma Vandeventer, variety Noah. Yeah, it blooms whenever it feels like it. I thought it was because I gave it a little too strong a fertilizer and it shocked it into blooming, but I did it again and it's not. So it's just whenever it wants to feel like it.
And these are in full sun.
Yes, these are, well, the semi-terretes like this, they can handle full sun. You know, whereas the more strap leaf andas do not want full sun. But the semi-terretes or the terretes will all grow in full sun and will bloom better for you in full sun.
In full sun.
And you know, the thing is with this, you know, you can make a little hedge like this just by, you know, breaking off a foot or so long and stick it down in, and that's how this all goes.
And it'll just keep coming up.
Yeah.
I like your ground orchids. Those are pretty too.
Those are Kathy's. Yeah, she likes Spathoglotta.
Yeah, pretty colors.
Yeah.
All right, let's head on in.
Yeah, it was far out. I was talking to, what's Rabago's grandson's name?
Eddie.
Eddie was telling me that he had a
Axel.
Spathoglotta plicata alba that he found by the Boy Scout camp when he was in the Boy Scouts or something.
Oh, wow.
And I said, he goes, yeah, you know there's a population. I go, yeah, my son found one up by the summit 20 years ago. So there's, you know what plicata is, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I've heard the name. I just know it's a ground orchid.
And it's the one that's wild in the mountains.
Oh, okay.
Right, and it's self-pollinating. So that's why it spread so much through the mountains. But those were all.
Look at this Schomburgkia, the big one.
Yeah, this came up from seed.
Oh wow.
It's huge.
Yeah. Tibacinus.
Is it mounted on? Oh, it's mounted on that piece of wood.
Well, this was actually a Phoenix robelinii palm. It sprouted on the palm when the palm was alive, and then I cut it off. Just stuck it in here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But it's Tibacinus.
And these spikes, obviously, they grow really long.
Yeah.
Look at how long these spikes are.
Really long. They grow really long.
You need a lot of space when you have these Schomburgkias.
Oh, bummer. I missed. I thought we were going to get to see. You can kind of see it though. Sign of orchid virus.
Oh.
So see these brown sunken areas?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the plant looks totally healthy. There's no striations in the leaves or anything that would lead you to believe that it's virus. It's still growing very vigorously, but
The flower.
yeah, so the flower will open up nice and look perfect, but as it ages, this will come out. The sunken, this is mostly in whites. If it was purple, it would be sunken area only light colored, white colored. So that's called, when it does that, it's like, in darker cattleyas, it would be color break. But this is still a form of color break, it's just brown. So yeah.
So we're looking at all those brown spotting.
Right. And when the flower first opened and for the first week or so, there was no evidence of this. It was perfect. But that's why it's now it's in the trash. In the trash.
So sad.
Okay, what are we going to look at? We want to look at
That orchid that you were talking about, the Enid.
the Enid.
Let's show you guys oh my gosh, I love that. This orchid that you probably can't really find it anymore, huh?
I doubt that you would find this particular variety because Milton bought this variety
Oh, it's pretty.
specifically. So there were different clones of Enid alba. There's Enid alba variety United Nations. There's Enid alba, I can't remember the other one. I made a hybrid with it, I can't remember. But they're all similar flowers. This is the white. This was a Sib cross.
Is that Harrisoniana?
Yeah, this is Harrisoniana. This was a Sib cross Milton Bourne made when I first started to go to work with him. And this was the first flask that my wife Kathy took out a flask and potted compots. That's why that variety is named Kathy.
Oh.
But this one is Pupukea. But they're different. This one's darker.
Yeah, I noticed the color.
And it has more of, Harrisoniana will like pinch, this lip will pinch a lot. The better varieties, it's not pinched. So you can see how that one is.
That one's a little more open.
Yeah, a little more open, but it's not as dark.
Yes, I like the dark color.
And this one doesn't seem to be as vigorous a grower as that's why Kathy's.
Wow.
So yeah.
Oh, I love that light pink one too. Oh my gosh.
This?
No, the one right here with the white.
This.
Pink with the white
Oh
lip.
yeah, this is one of the Russell DeMosses.
Oh my gosh.
These are
so
all
pretty.
Russells.
So pretty.
That's a Russell DeMoss, named after my son.
It's
So that's
so
a primary hybrid. I
pretty.
was really crazy that it could have been, I think I made that, when did I make that cross? In the 80s, I think. And Milton had the Schroederi, and at that time, Cattleya Schroederi was very scarce. Now that's been sieved and crossed, so there's a lot more Schroederi available. But at that time, so I had Walkeriana and Schroederi in bloom, and I looked and I saw that it had never been made. A primary cross that hadn't been made. So I made it, and that's, but this is a remake. So first time I made it, Schroederi was the pod parent, and they came out,
Something smells
they
good.
came out more
I know.
Schroederi looking.
Oh.
And you can see the substance is not as thick, and the flowers are more Schroederi looking. So when I remade it, I used a tetraploid Walkeriana and had the Walkeriana carry the pod, and they came out almost all more Walkeriana orientated. Even growth habit, there's a lot more short growth habit.
So the reciprocal cross is still the same cross?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What is tetraploid?
It's an extra chromosome.
Okay.
So a lot of flowers that are round and big and heavy substance, it's picked up an extra chromosome.
Because I know people watching aren't going to know.
It's all right. It's all right. It doesn't matter. It only matters if you're breeding.
Gotta learn somewhere.
So
Yeah.
you gotta. This is semi-interesting.
I love the pink and whites. There's that huge red lipstick palm. That's really pretty.
This is called Gila Wilderness Variety Grandeur.
Look at those colors.
So in 1981, when I first went into business with Milton, Armacost and Royston, which was a nursery in Carpinteria, Southern California.
Not familiar.
Armacost and Royston.
Santa Barbara.
Santa
yeah.
Barbara, right. Santa Barbara, not Carpinteria. Yeah, no, Carpinteria.
I mean, same.
Yeah, same. Yeah, you're right. So I was back there visiting my parents, and I went to Armacost and Royston, and they had this plant for sale, and they had just Maricloned it. The reason they were offering it for sale is because they just Maricloned it, and they thought that they could afford now to sell the original plant and not worry about competition. So I paid $1,000 for 3 bulbs. And my wife we just had our son. I came back from California with 3 bulbs and told her I paid $1,000. So you can imagine her response to that, right?
She must have been
Very excited for you.
pissed.
Very excited. She was very excited. Very
Yeah.
excited for me. Yeah, right. To put it bluntly, yeah. But so I put it in to have it cloned immediately. As soon as I got home, I had it cloned, and we got the bottles back really quick. I mean, it was a really quick turn. And so I had, I think, 1,000. I cloned 1,000 or something. I can't remember. But anyways, we had a big orchid show, Honolulu. That was a big orchid show. Excuse me. So there was a guy here from Australia. He was starting his business, orchid business down there, a young guy. Or maybe, I guess at that time he was about my age. But so I told him, I said, hey, I have this Gila Wilderness, which was a big deal in Australia, this thing. So I picked up the bottles, took them to the show. He bought every bottle. I made 10 grand. And my wife has never challenged my business on buying plants to this day, right? So that's...
You redeemed yourself.
So now the plant that once was $1,000 was $15 for a division, right? Or $15 for a Americlone. But that's what made Cattleyas affordable.
Yes.
Before tissue culture, you know, the selected stuff was only, you know, closely held by people that could afford to buy $1,000 for a division, right?
Yeah, not too many people are going to buy that.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
So that was, this is how, this is another way that orchids were made available to the masses, right? That only the special stuff is not just held by, you know, a few people. Now everybody can have a Gila Wilderness. So that's kind of cool.
So how old is that plant right there? It's pretty good size.
I don't know. You'd have to look up when it was registered, but I think it was registered. Well, it had to be registered in the 80s or late 70s, late 70s.
But this is your original plant.
Yes.
Or part of, yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
This plant, this was actually growing on a huge. I mounted it on a monkey pod tree that was next to this monkey pod tree that's now cut down. So when we cut down the monkey pod tree, I had to rip this off the trunk. So that's why it's laying out here trying to get grow into divisions. But now I'll be able to have divisions.
Yeah, you got more buds on that side.
Huh?
There's buds on that
right,
side,
no.
yeah.
It's happy. It's happy.
Lots of Cattleyas.
Yeah, you know, it's far out that I was never really that interested in Cattleyas, but you know, growing with, you know, my deal with Milton made me appreciate them more and more, and now I have way more Cattleyas than Paphiopedilums. You know, way more. I got 2 or 3 benches of Paphiopedilums, but
It's like almost half the nursery of cats.
yes, right. And there's a large percentage of this all came from originally from Milton, you know. You know, all the Balringianas, that was all a select variety that Milton had. And then there's, you know, the Enid albas, and, you know, the Enid albas are all over here.
That's different than that one.
That's semi-alba.
Oh. Oh, and is that the one? Oh no, that one's the same thing.
No, these are all the Enids. But Milton had a bench about probably at least 12-foot bench, 12 foot by 6 foot, all Enids, and he propagated them all by division, and it was a big cut flower for him because he had a cut flower business. His whole nursery career was cut. He had cut. I mean, he sold plants, but he made a lot of money on cut flowers. You know, then I took it over, and we had this 1950s beer refrigerator, and it kept the temperature right at 55 degrees, which is ideal for cut flowers if you refrigerate them. Mm-hmm. So I'd fill up I'd have so many sometimes that I couldn't sell them all in the week, right? So I'd have to put them in the refrigerator and to resell them.
So is this all that color, or is it, this is alba and that's semi-alba?
Well, they call it alba, but it's really a semi-alba.
Oh.
I don't know why they call it Enid alba, to tell you the truth, because it's not an alba. I mean, it's the original plant was purple, so maybe because this is white, you would say it's alba, but it has
color to it.
It's really a semi-alba.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it was Enid alba semi-alba. Enid semi-alba sounded weird.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know. I wasn't around when it happened, so.
I just work here.
Right. Here we go.
Oh, wow. Is that the Magnum?
No, this is Villiforme.
Wow. Is this going to be good for the Eva show?
It depends if I want to put it in the back of my car.
This is going to be best in show.
This definitely won't make it down Cunilla Road, that's for sure. I'm going to have to go the freeway because Cunilla Road is impossible.
Yeah.
That thing's tipping over for sure.
But you know, as far out,
It's in a cement pot.
it was in spike, and you know, there's no wind at all, right? But as soon as the flowers start to open up, every time it starts getting howling trays, and you know, you sit out, it's so fragrant.
Oh yeah. Wow. Look
If
at
it's not
this,
windy,
guys.
especially when the whole bench is going like
Look at this.
But this all started from 1 2-inch pot.
Oh my god.
Wow. How many years?
As long as I've been growing orchids.
Wow. So
Everybody
guys, if you want to get it that size, just
everybody bought one in a 2-inch pot back in the day, and I think it was $25 for a 2-inch pot, and
Wow.
had like not even as good as these 3-inch pots, right? They're cool,
they are cool.
you know. It's something. All the dendrochilums are kind of cool.
If anybody wants to buy these locally, how much are you selling them, or are you selling them?
Yeah, I think the 3-inch pots are probably the best ones. They're $25. I think.
Do they like to be on the moist side, or
Yeah, kind of
okay.
on the moist side. But
Don't
I
let
mean,
them dry
okay,
out completely.
This thing's growing on itself. This isn't growing in anything. Just like this one's not growing in anything, or this one's not growing in anything. And really, that one has no media.
Yeah. Once they get kind of established, you can
Right,
just
right. So normally you can get them, you know, you buy it in a 3-inch pot, and then just start. I'd pop it out of the 3-inch pot and just put it bare root into a bigger pot and just let it fill it up.
keep going up as
Yeah,
it grows
right,
out of the
right.
pot.
Right. It's brutal if you want to bust it up,
I can't do that.
but yeah, because Kathy propagated all these,
Wow.
and so she'd go around when I wasn't around in cockroach cakeys off the outside, right? But you know, it works.
Yeah.
I kept going. There was the late. You probably heard of Gina Noe. No, she was kind of like Williette Wong, just the saint of a lady.
Oh.
Just an amazing lady. And her husband was an AOS judge,
Okay.
and very cantankerous, let's say. Let's be generous. He was cantankerous. And she was a nurse, and she worked a full-time job, and he just liked to buy orchid books and buy orchid plants. So he was always kind of, she was the driving force. She was the money behind it. And so, and she was always, you know, very Japanese, you know, very 2 steps behind, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And very, hardly would say much, you know.
Yeah.
And then he died, and she blossomed.
Wow.
She became an AOS judge. She was just an amazing, and she loved my kids.
Oh.
And so she would always come. I was always in town on Saturday. The nursery was open on Saturday for walk-in business, and she'd always come and bring a pie or something, you know, or bring something for my kids. And so she was just an amazing, one of those, like Williette Wong, you know, just a really sweet lady, and I miss her.
See, now we only know these people by tags, right? Their name is just a plant.
Oh, like Lillian Oka or somebody like that.
Yes,
Sure.
like
right,
we don't
right.
know the person behind the name. It's just a name on a tag,
It's
and
a name on a tag, right?
and you don't give it another thought of
No,
that was an
or who
actual
it was,
person.
or- yeah,
Yeah.
and it's why it was. I mean, I feel really fortunate that I kind of got in on the tail end of the golden age of orchids. You know, where all the old guys were still around.
You got to meet a lot of people.
And and especially with my being in partnership with Milton, he was a silver medal AOS silver medalist. I mean, judge emeritus, heavy orchid hybridizer. I mean, he was like a rock star. And I mean, every AOS president, when they came to Hawaii, would come and visit him. You know, the homage. Anybody. I mean, I met just some incredible orchid people just by my association with him.
Well, that's good for us because now we get to share the story.
Yeah, if I can remember all of it, you know. I mean, Kathy said, you know, you should write a book. You should write a book. And I go, yeah, like I got time to sit down and write a book. Right? It's hard.
Well, this is the closest they're going to get.
Maybe. It may be. Maybe the closest you're going to get.
Well, I would love to do a history of orchids in Hawaii with you, with pictures and, you know, if you can ever find them.
I found some slides. I mean, the problem is most of the slides are orientated towards Milton, you know, and his old nursery. I don't have, you know, some of the other guys that were equally as influential as Milton, you know. I mean, Oscar Kirsch. I mean, people don't even remember Oscar Kirsch, but I mean, Oscar Kirsch was a trained orchidist in Europe who went to Armacost and Royston. They hired him away, and then Wilhelmina Tenney, the rich lady in Honolulu, hired him away from Armacost and Royston to come down here and take care of her personal collection.
So they all have ties to Hawaii. These people have ties to Hawaii. Yeah. They made their way here. It's kind of far out. You know, it's like Milton would always crack up. He'd say, well, so you were born in Ohio. I was born in Indiana. Our parents both went to California when we were young children. And then we came to Hawaii as adults. Yeah. You know, it was kind of far out. Somehow, yeah. And look, Jonathan's from Minnesota.
I'm from Pennsylvania.
Why do I keep thinking Minnesota? Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania to California to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Same trip.
Yeah.
Jed's from Minnesota, I think. Okay. That's why we were just talking to Jed and he mentioned Minnesota. That's why I think I have Minnesota in my mind. But would you say Hawaii played a big part in orchid history? Because I mean, I see so many Hawaiian names.
Well, yeah, okay. Well,
in orchid
for
tags.
example, you know, take the Vanda hybrid industry. All the basis of all Thailand and all that hybridization are plants they got here. Started here, and they sold out.
And it's the same thing like what we were saying about how, you know, we read a tag and there's somebody's name on it, and we don't give it a second thought. Like, what's her name?
Williette Wong.
Yes. We don't give it a second thought, like that was an actual person. And when people see Hawaiian names in orchid tags, I don't think they really realize, you know, that has a Hawaiian name because there's a connection to Hawaii. And there's so many, that I see.
And there's even guys like, you know, Roy Yahiro. You never hear of Roy Yahiro.
But I hear Mahina Yahiro Julie Splash, my favorite orchid.
But,
One of my favorite orchids.
And he was just an amazing guy. I mean, and you know, Oncidium Sherry Baby.
Yes.
That was his. He miracloned that. That was his plant.
See.
So this is a Sherry Baby from the original miraclone.
Wow.
That I got from Roy Yahiro.
Wow, guys. See, this is history right here.
So I mean, it's those kind of people are lost to history. You know, those.
It's just a name on a tag.
Those quirky, those guys that were, you know, instrumental in it's different now. That's all I can say. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
Well, that's why I'm glad that we get this opportunity to spend time with you and share the history.
Talking about. I don't know.
Look at how long the spikes are.
It's a different color. It's not. Maybe it's a variety of Tibacinus. But I don't know. I was going to break a flower off and bring it to a meeting to see if maybe Mel knew it or somebody, but...
You have a picture of the flower?
No, I don't.
No.
Yes, I mean, I've never seen this.
Okay.
Other than, you know, Ted had it, and who knows where Ted got it, you know. He was the orchid pirate. You know? This is trying to get my vanilla to grow again. This is Tahitiensis, so I'm just going to reestablish. I had it growing all over across the back fence. Just the hugest vanilla. And I mean, I was harvesting hundreds of seed pods. And I didn't realize I got the weed barrier, and I mean when the nursery was certified, I had to have, that was part of the certification area where there could be no plant material growing. So I had it on the back there, and some weeds started growing right on the edge of the weed barrier. So I went back there with Roundup, and I round up this. What I didn't realize was the vanilla roots had grown underneath the weed barrier and made a huge mat, and I just round up the whole thing. Oh no! And it started slowly dying. I'm going,
what's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? So I went back there and I pulled up the weed barrier and I saw all the roots. I went, oh no.
That's what's going on.
That's what's going on. Roundup.
Roundup is what's going on.
Roundup, what's going on. It's kind of like, you know, when the fungicide benlate got contaminated by the herbicide. That happened in the 80s. Everybody sprayed their orchids with benlate, and it's like they sprayed it with Roundup.
Oh no.
So it killed a bunch of nurseries, and then
that's why they got that settlement.
That's why they got that settlement, and unfortunately, you know, people really took advantage of it. I mean, there were people claiming to be orchid nurseries I'd never heard of in my life.
And they got money.
And they got money. It was coincidental in that I got in a car accident, and I got rear-ended. And so I had, you know, my back was all muscle spasm, and I only had a 5-gallon backpack sprayer. So I couldn't spray the whole nursery. It was just too much. But I could spray all my good stuff.
Of course.
It killed, most of what I lost were some really, really valuable Paphiopedilums.
Oh no.
Paphiopedilums.
So you should have collected money.
I should have, but you know, by the time and you know, it's insidious because they just didn't die right away. It was like a 5-year gradual,
a slow death.
Yeah, it was a slow death. So you really couldn't pin it, and it killed 3 of my Phoenix or Paphiopedilum philippinense variety Robelenii that I had awarded, and they were just gorgeous, and they were very susceptible to bacterial rot. So I specifically made a point of spraying those all the time. So I came out, was out bemoaning my fate to Richard, you know, saying I sprayed and I should have made. He goes, well, you never filed a claim. And I said, yeah, but he goes, well, I never filed a claim either. So we were kind of commiserating on that. And then he said, but I just got a piece of this really nice Robelenii from Japan. And he said, I'm going to grow it up and I'll give you a piece, you know, to make up for you losing your thing. And then he died.
Oh.
So then this last IAS show, Calvin had it.
Oh yeah, I
Put
remember.
it in the display, and I go, Calvin, I want a piece of that if you ever divide it, and he gave it to me.
Oh, that's nice.
So now I have it. So I eventually got it. Venereal rhodocycles that I just did a talk on.
I didn't even know what that was, and then Jonathan is like, "Oh, it's a ground orchid."
Yes, it's a ground orchid.
I never heard of it. All I heard of was a Spathoglottis and Phaeus. How do you say it?
Phaeus?
Phaeus. Yeah, that's the only ground
orchid.
orchids.
But there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of. Well, these are kind of you know, different ground orchid.
Is that the same thing right there?
What, this?
No, right.
This is 2 different. This is Rhodokyla Pink Cloud. This won the Butterworth Prize one year.
This is an orchid too?
This is definitely an orchid.
Oh, okay.
And then
something different.
This one is Habenaria Rhodokyla newtonlanu. And this was the story.
Oh, look at the flower. It's cute.
This was the story that I told at the Honolulu meeting about how this got to Hawaii and how it went from a gift from a guy in Thailand to Milton, who smuggled it back to Hawaii because it was just a tuber. You know, the underneath here is just a tuber. You know what a tuber
like
is?
How heliconias propagate, or how they spread?
No, this is more like
or ginger.
See if we can see it too. See this thing right there?
Oh yeah.
It's like a little potato. Okay, so that is how it goes through Habenaria rhodokyla. lives in China, Vietnam, and it's influenced by the monsoon season. So the monsoon season is rain like crazy for however many months it is, and then the rain shuts off and it goes really dry. So this will grow up and flower, and then all this is going to die.
Oh.
And the only thing that's going to be left is that tuber. That's how it gets through the dry period in its native habitat. So what people do is they keep watering it after it dies. So that's how they kill their habanerias, because the tuber rots.
You're supposed to just let it dry out.
You're supposed to let it dry out from about October until April.
Oh, okay.
And you kind of you look for the new growth to start. You'll see a little growth start, and that's the way I always used to do. And then I sold a lot of these in New York because they're very species orientated. In fact, this Habenaria rhodokyla, I exhibited it for years in Honolulu. It's always flowers for the October show. So I'd always get a trophy, you know, for most unusual species. It never was awarded.
Oh.
Never awarded. So some guy bought a tuber from me in New York one year, and he grew it for a year and a half and exhibited it and got an FCC.
Wow.
So now this has an FCC AOS.
Wow.
Look how the leaves are different.
Yes, very different.
See how turgid this is, and this is kind of flimsy, and it gets this leaf tip dieback, and I think this is a high elevation plant.
Oh.
It's not happy here. This is a lower elevation plant, and it's totally happy here. So this one is a little more, for us, it's more difficult. But if you take it back east where it gets cold, it loves it.
Oh.
It loves it.
It would hate Kapolei.
It would hate Kapolei.
Yeah.
I had it, in fact, I got it, I think when I came to the nursery, Milton had 2 bulbs surviving. And I propagated into over 1,000 bulbs.
Wow.
This whole bench used to be all Habenaria rhodokyla.
How much are you selling these pink ones?
Oh, $35.
Cute.
So you've got, I think, the only FCC Habenaria, and then this one, the Butterworth Prize, which is, you know, the best species.
Oh, I never heard of that.
You never heard of the Butterworth?
No, I have not.
You have to go on the AOS Orchid site and look at all the different awards.
Navigating that site is...
It is kind of weird, yeah?
Yeah.
I
Is this the
agree.
Pupukea sunset?
Yes, it is.
Mine didn't look like this when it bloomed, but then again, mine was still tiny. It's so nice.
It didn't look like it?
Well, it only had a few flowers, and
Oh.
it looked more red. I don't know.
Well, good. Well, this has been open for a long time.
Oh, okay. So the
This
color
isn't-
changes.
Yeah, no,
okay.
no. So, color would be the same.
I was like, why was mine not yellow?
They all look the same, which is kind of crazy for a hybrid. I mean, there was hardly any variation in the flowers.
Yeah, I like this. It's so cute.
Yeah, that was a pretty famous hybrid for a while.
See this? I just got one of these, I think.
Oh, Prismatocarpa?
Yeah. The first one, I killed it, so I'm hoping
Everybody
I keep this.
kills them, you know. I
I'm
mean,
hoping I keep
have-
this one alive.
These are ones I raised from seed. I selfed mine. I got one many years ago from Santa Barbara Orchid Estate, and it was jungle collected, and I was really lucky. I showed up right when they had gotten a big shipment from Mexico, and they had them all laid out, and they just flowered. So I got to pick out the flower I wanted, which was, you know, hardly ever get to do that.
Because these bulbs are really big compared to the one I have.
Yeah, well,
A lot more mature.
you
Is this
might
the
have a
same thing?
seedling. You might have a seed. These are, and then that's radiata.
Okay, yeah,
It's not an encyclia anymore.
it's
It's something else, right?
yeah, Prostechia or something like that.
Just trying to confuse us, right?
Yeah.
Make me relearn something I've been calling for 100 years.
Like the Cernua, right? That
Cattleya?
Cattleya Cernua.
Was it
Yeah.
Sophronitis?
Yeah.
So you try to tell me that Sophronitis is a Cattleya.
Yeah. Well, those are collagenous
What?
dendrochilans.
They're
They're all
Solagenes now?
That's what they've said.
Even the other ones.
So I hear.
We'll change my tags, that's for sure. Not right now.
Because they'll probably change it again.
Right.
I'll just go back to dendrochyllum.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why make up a totally new, just eliminate dendrochyllum as a genus?
I'm not an expert.
Oh,
That's what I've heard.
No. Sorry, curious minds want to
Yes.
know, you know, right?
I rotted the roots on my one that I got 2 years ago, so I spent all last year
Trying to bring it
rehabbing
back?
and it's coming back.
Your
in a bloom.
prismatic carpa?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I've never mounted one, but I almost think that they might.
Oh, I have it in a net pot now. So
Oh, you
I think
do?
it's
Oh,
giving
okay,
it
okay.
more.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
are they not good in moss?
Well, it might be good initially in the moss, but you know, you got to be careful with sphagnum moss because it changes pH when it just on its whatever it feels like doing.
See, that's...
I like to go less retentive and water more.
Yeah.
To not rot the stuff.
Right.
Because right now the one I have is in moss. Well, it came in moss.
It came in moss.
It came in moss.
I would
take it out.
I would take it out because I just planted. This is the original mother plant, and it went south. And
it was in moss originally.
Well, a million years ago.
Oh.
But I mean, all right, Steve. All right, here, see. Look. Caca. Caca.
Oh yeah.
Really bad stuff. We don't put this.
What causes that? Is that?
It's a bacterial rot.
Oh.
It's just in the air, you know. For whatever reason, there might have been a little, insect damage there.
See, guys, he's spraying it with alcohol.
And my hands where I touched it.
There you go. Just like in his talk.
This is a mother plant, and it has been. I've killed it and brought it back, killed it and brought it back, killed it and brought it back. And actually the seedlings that came from this have been, I think, more vigorous.
Oh.
But this was originally jungle collected.
Those are selfing.
Oh, wow.
Yes, those are all selfings, right.
I don't know if it's because they're on summer break. I don't know exactly.
Right. Well, that's the hardest thing for me.
I think I saw this in the IAEA show.
That's what Jeremy wants.
Oh, this is the one?
So this is Sobanicoffea robusta
Okay.
from Madagascar. So I originally bought a jungle collected species plant of it, and I think it's in bloom over there, from Fred Hillerman, who was the Angraecum guy for many years. And then he collected a seed pod when he was in Madagascar. And he brought it back and he gave it to Roy Tokunaga, and Roy planted the seed. And then Roy gave me a compot of those plants, and I raised one up from the compot, and then crossed the one in the compot to my jungle collected one, and that's the progeny. It's really cool because it changes color when it gets pollinated. So there's some moth in here that's pollinating it.
Oh.
But yeah, so this is a selfing, or the Sib cross, that I raised a bunch, and I'm down to just a few now.
Is this the same right here? This is right.
That's the jungle collected mother plant.
Oh.
So you see how the color is not as green as the one that's hanging up there.
Yeah.
So that you do have variation.
It's a little lighter.
You do have variation in flower color as far as the lip. So when I started them all, I mounted them on cork because they're from Madagascar, so they really want to dry out. They don't want to keep their roots in a pot, or I mean, they grow at the base of shrubs, and I think their roots go into the composty kind of stuff that collects around the shrub. But it's still Madagascar, so it's still very arid. And so after they, like this one, or no, I think it's the other one. That one was on a big piece of driftwood. And the driftwood finally started decomposing, and I was going, God, what am I going to do? So I finally just kind of broke off the really rotted parts of the driftwood, jammed it down into a pot, and left the driftwood on there and just didn't put any media at all, and it perked up. And so I did it to this one that was kind of being funky, and it's growing in nothing.
Just water every day.
Yeah, or what, it gets water at night. I get rain at night, right?
Yeah.
So this is one that this is one of the the younger babies. But these are the only ones I have left from the. This one I haven't flowered yet. This one hasn't flowered yet.
Are they blooming size though?
Oh yeah, see?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all blooming size. But I'm down to my last ones, and I thought I had a good seed pod, but I guess it's not. Didn't take. I got to do it again. Because these, I sold out on these so quick. So now, what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to take it in. Just soak these roots, and I'm going to just jam it down into a pot and let it be sitting in the middle of the pot like this, and let it just grow around.
And you're gonna leave it on the cork?
I'm not going to take it off the
Just
cork.
leave the whole thing in
cork,
the pot.
You know, the driftwood that the other one was on decomposes, but this cork,
They last forever.
this
yeah.
is amazing. So the guy's name was Sobinikov,
Okay.
Russian. Sobinikov Via.
Okay. So Sobinikov.
There you go.
And what's the
Robusta.
Robusta? Is that the starts with a D?
Vanderderii?
Is that the one?
Yeah.
That's the one that smells
Oh, it smells
amazing.
So good. Yeah.
It's like one of the best smelling
This
ever.
is one of the best smelling.
Yep. Amazing. And it's always in bloom when we come.
Yeah, this is one, a lot of the species, they stay in bloom a lot.
Your Vandopsis has really thinned out, hasn't it?
A bunch of people came and raped me on my Vandopsis,
Who was that?
Who was that?
I wonder how that started.
Yeah, somebody was here a couple of weeks ago, and they really wanted one, and I just said, no, I can't.
Nothing left.
I can't do it. And then they said, well, can we buy one of those? I said, no, they cleaned me out on that. I got to grow them up a little bit. So I got a little cakey coming up here, and I got to chop this guy off. I mean, he's getting too tall.
Oh, wait, it has two spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
the cakeys both have spikes, so
Mine is in bloom right now.
it is.
It is.
Mine's about to.
But I
bloom
was going to
any day now.
ask, is it normal for what, thrips?
Okay, so these, I'm going to have to spray this. Well, I'm going to spray it with Saigon, but
7's not enough. No.
well, Saigon is systemic.
Oh.
So it will. But what you were talking about, you were looking for pyrethrin.
Yes, yes.
Pyronal crop spray.
Okay.
You said it's too expensive.
Yeah, you said you were going to give me a little
Yeah.
bit. Okay.
I'll give you enough that you can spray your
So
tree.
my spike is not fat like that. It doesn't look that.
Well, it's probably because it just got chopped off.
Yes. And I was going to ask you, is it normal for the older flower to dry up and shrivel up as the one?
Yeah, it's not going to
Ahead
be
of
a,
it.
Yeah, it's not going to be a. There'll be a kind of a some open all at once.
Because I thought, what's going on? Is the thrips getting to it? Because,
Well, the thrips can be getting to it.
but it's doing that every single one, even if after I spray it. So the one on the bottom will open, and then it'll turn brown and shrivel, and then the next one will
You
open.
should have more than one open at the same time.
Oh, but it seems to be doing that as it's going up. So I was like, is that normal, or
And you
is
sprayed it with 7.
I sprayed it with 7?
I've never used 7 on.
Maybe not strong enough.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure about 7.
Well, I see some spikes on yours,
Yeah, but they're both. I'm glad I came out here and looked at it.
way up
I'm
there.
supposed to spray them. And
Oh, there's more
hammered.
spikes.
They're getting hammered.
Even up there. You got 2 more up there.
Yeah, and what this is called? The big red
Vandopsis.
guy. No, this is Renantanda.
Oh, that one.
The Renantanda Lena roll. It's got a spike. As far out the little guys blooming, but the big guys aren't.
I have one of those that you cut for me.
Uh-huh.
And it's growing. No, it's not spiking, but it looks fine. It looks like it's happy. I have it close to my pond. Oh, this one has a lot of spikes. 3 spikes. 5 spikes.
Yeah, I don't remember where I got this one.
I'll never forget the name though. Vandopsis lissochildioides.
Spell it though. That's
Oh yeah, I can say it. I can say it. It rolls off the tongue really easy.
That's a big. Just, if you can pronounce it, that's a big thing.
We're halfway there.
Lissochildioides.
The Gatton Sunray.
Yeah, the Gotten Sunray. It's always so pretty. Mine
Yeah,
has not
crazy.
bloomed for me.
Huh?
Never.
Mine has not bloomed for me yet.
Oh, I have.
Oh, you have a flower.
I raised this from seed.
Wow.
This is going to be supposedly a yellow one. Unreal.
Is this dragon fruit?
Yeah, dragon fruit.
Oh. That'll probably
I've never raised.
bloom.
I've always, all my dragon fruit that I got a huge dragon fruits in the front yard, but I never always raised them from a cutting. Right. I never tried to raise it from
And
seed.
this one is from
Oh,
seed.
wow.
And this is from seed. This is supposedly a yellow one.
Wow. So is this what? Maybe one more day? It looks like it's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah.
Now
And
we got.
you got to be out here because it's only overnight, right?
Well, yeah, but
The next morning it starts to close
what
up.
I never knew is that some dragon fruits are self-pollinating,
Oh, okay.
and some dragon fruit need another completely different dragon fruit
Yeah.
to pollinate it.
Oh.
So I had one growing on the back fence that some lady gave me that, this is tutus and, the whole thing. And so she made a big deal of gifting it to me. So I went, okay. So I planted it out there and the thing grew and it started flowering and I went out there and pollinated it and I never would get a dragon fruit. And I didn't know why. I was going, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And then I found out that, you need another dragon fruit to pollinate it, unrelated.
Oh, no.
So I said, okay. So I have a friend that works at the experimental station on the back road, Kakonahua Road. And he goes, oh, wow, I got a self-pollinating one.
Oh.
This guy bred it. So I brought it over here and got it, grew the cuttings up, and I got a flower, and I went out there at night, and I got the pollen, and I put it on the back, and I got dragon fruits.
Oh, yay.
So now the plant is so big that the insects are pollinating it.
Oh.
So they're going from the one dragon fruit going to the other. So now I
Perfect.
don't have to get out there at night and do the pollinating
That's exactly
thing.
what you want.
Yeah.
Exactly what I wanted. Right.
See, on this channel, we learn not only
It's
orchids.
just orchids.
We're talking dragon fruit.
Yep.
And crummy weeds. This is my nemesis. I hate this thing. It's called sedge.
Oh, that's sedge?
Yeah.
Oh.
My worst one, I don't know the name. It's the one that has the sticky seeds with the 2 prongs on the end. Like a thistle almost that sticks to you. I don't know what it is.
And it gets in your pots?
It gets everywhere.
Those grow in my pots.
Yeah. No, these are, I
I
hate.
don't
I gotta
don't
keep
have-
pulling 'em
I
out.
get more ferns than anything, but
Oh, yeah, I
we
get
can live
ferns,
with.
no
too.
big deal.
Ferns I can live with.
I get ferns and clover, but those thistle things.
Dry, buddy. This is a killer plumeria. This is just so dark magenta red. Incredible. I finally got it to grow from a cutting. It doesn't want to grow from cuttings. They rot really easy. And now it's finally going to flower, and I've had this for a while. I had a whole,
I love plumeria.
oh, so do I.
So
I
pretty.
do too, but I don't have.
I know.
I
You
have-
need
I can't do
space.
anything
Do you plan on putting these in the ground or no? Just leaving them in the pot?
I'm not sure. This one I'm probably going to keep in a pot for a while. This one's a really nice one too. When it opens up, it is gorgeous.
And they smell good.
And they smell good. And there's
See, we're covering orchids, plumerias, dragon
orchids,
fruit, you name
plumerias,
it.
What more did you want?
Doug Scott.
Ohia lehua,
Yes, Ohia lehua. Native plant.
Native Hawaiian. Hopefully I've got some air layers that are going to take on this bad boy.
Are these on the endangered list for Hawaiian plants? The ohia?
I'm not sure. I know that on Oahu it's definitely endangered.
Maybe on the outer islands,
And,
not so much.
And the Big Island's got the blight.
Oh.
So these are from Kahaluu. This was on a project I was working on, and this guy was digging them out of the mountain. Long story, but so I got them here and put them in pots. I've raised this one, the one in the, as you drive in the driveway, that one, and these 3 saved, and then those are air layers that I did
Oh, nice.
off of this tree. And this is a
Plumeria. Look at the flowers.
Wow.
Humongous. The video doesn't do it justice. These flowers, we need to do a comparison
That's
with the normal size one
Yeah.
because that is way bigger.
No, this is a really cool. I got two different ones. They're a little different. This one was from my buddy Ted Green, and this is supposedly from Kauai. It has a name, Daisy Wilcox.
Oh. Any relation to the hospital?
Maybe, probably.
Wilcox Hospital.
Probably. And then I got another one from a totally different source when I was doing a tree trimming project in Manoa, and this lady, I pruned her tree back for her, so she told me I could take cuttings off them. They look really similar, but
Does this one have a smell? Does it smell?
not too much. It does.
A little bit.
We gotta get a younger.
But these flowers are huge.
I've never seen one.
I know, they're monster size.
Yeah, compare them to the ones in the back too.
Let's find another plumeria that we can put it next to.
Yeah, but well.
Oh, this one doesn't have the sap when you pull the flower off.
Wow, it didn't. I
Yeah,
didn't
usually
notice
they have all this white, milky.
Right. Okay, these are cool. This is my new Bleathia cross that I made. These are first blooms.
Great.
And
Ground orchids, right?
yeah, another ground orchid.
That's a
But-
pretty color.
But they have, they want to do this. They don't want to open up because the petals are kind of cupped. So you got to kind of go like this.
Let's see.
Now it's nice and flat.
That's a pretty color. Little bit. Little bit. Yeah, that's nice.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
These are my Jeremy Fallies and my. Tried to commit Harry Carey here, but just missed it.
Oh,
Sometimes it'll put us, like I have a Sobina coffee, it put the flower spike right through the middle of the leaf and just committed Harry Carey. Just killed
terminal, they call it
Terminal-
terminal spike or terminal something.
It has a name?
Terminal something.
Terminal something, huh?
Terminal spike?
I think terminal spike. Yeah, it's terminal.
Right? Terminal spike?
It sounds good to me. So here's a Walmart Phalaenopsis. This is what you should do with your Walmart Phalaenopsis. Take it out.
Take all that.
Take all that media out, stick it back in the pot that you got it in, jam it down on the bottom, wait until you see roots start like that, and then put your bark in.
Yep, there you go, guys.
So what you want to have is your new root to come out and hit the side of the pot, not because when you buy the
That edge.
There's the new
orchid,
roots.
well they pot it up so high
Yes, they do.
because they got to accommodate that root ball. Mm-hmm. And otherwise they'd have to break up that root ball to jam it down in,
Yeah.
right? So this is what you got to do if you want to keep your phalaenopsis.
And you grow them lower in the pot. You don't pull them up after you add the bark. You leave them right where they
Yeah,
are.
because you want to, on a monopodial orchid, it grows up out of the pot. Mm-hmm. Sympodial will walk across.
So this one is okay to be deep in
Yeah,
the
you
pot.
want them down there deep because,
They're going to grow up.
mainly because you want that root to come out and grow and hit the side of the pot and go down. You don't want it to go aerial,
Yes.
which is when you buy the normal all the way to the top, right?
Makes sense.
Well, it's a different topic for an orchid class.
Are you propagating over here?
Okay, these are
Vandas?
well, this is my Vanda Sandriana alba by self. These are little babies. This is the white and green Sandriana alba.
So these are how long from blooming? Years?
Hopefully I'll live to see them bloom. I have no idea. I've never raised a Sandriana alba or a Vanda like this from Flask. I have raised Vandas from Flask, and the hybrids, they seem to, you know, like almost like a Cattleya, you know, they grow about that fast. But
So that's about what, like 5 years?
6 years
6 years?
from Flask.
From Flask,
From
yeah.
Flask.
We're going to give you a comparison
Well, this
of
is actually the same one. This is just a
Oh.
younger cutting.
Okay.
But that's okay. That's you could still. It's still.
It's a little, yeah. So you can already see that the flower is way bigger on
What
the right.
you really need is like the one from the front yard, where
The regular-
it's a regular size.
Yeah.
We can do that if you can do that later.
Because this is
I'll hold on to
huge.
it.
Yeah.
You have so many pretty Cattleyas today. I'm so glad that we came.
This is kind of we're getting into Cattleya time. It's we missed the Nellie Morley, but this is good. Nellie Morley red berry.
Oh, this wasn't in bloom the last time we
No,
came.
you
No.
can- And it's not really in bloom now. You missed it. It's kind of thripped out.
At least we have an idea, though.
Yeah. But you see how leggy they get. Now I gotta cut this down.
So you would cut it right below the roots, right?
I would probably try to leave like 3 or 4 roots, kind of like this one right here. I took a. So this kind of was like this. So I went down 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut it
Right about there.
So I can get it again. This is This is like a Phalaenopsis in growth habit, where it's growing up out of the pot. So I want the first roots to come out and go down and hit the pot, instead of going immediately aerial.
Yes. So where you cut it, will it grow another keiki?
Yeah,
Like
I
from
think,
the bottom? Like if you were to cut right
Yeah,
there.
I think I cut one off. Where is it? I think it's already sprouted a. I thought I saw one sprouted a new one. No, it will sprout. I can show you on another Vanda.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll regenerate.
Nice.
If it has a good root system that you leave after you take the top off.
Like on the bottom, if there's more roots.
Right. I'll show you this other plant that has it.
It's always an educational video when we come to Doug's. Always.
A
A little bit of history.
little bit of history.
You got-
a little bit of
you had-
gossip.
Red all over you. Where's that from? I'm like, you got red all over you.
Oh, it's from the ohia.
Oh, the ohia.
You're pollinating
All
the
on your
ohia.
back now.
Yeah, over here you can see. All those babies. This is the mama.
Oh.
This is the Sandriana alba. So you can see.
This is such a freaky
It's a
looking.
lot nicer day than the last time you guys did. So I topped this and put it in here. And this is the bottom, and you see.
Oh,
how-
there the keikis are coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as long as there's roots on the bottom, it has a chance
Yeah,
to.
yeah. As long as there's viable roots, and you know that's the deal with Vandas. You know, they just grow up and get higher and higher, and so leggy that they become impossible to live with. So you gotta bite the bullet and top them, and it pisses them off for a year, maybe. You know, they're
Yeah.
not really happy, but
They come back, right?
they come back.
But when they lose leaves like this, like the only the top portion has leaves, it's never gonna grow leaves on the bottom again, right?
No, no.
But if you get roots higher up, then you can chop some of that ugly part off.
Right.
Okay.
And then leave that ugly part, and you might get a keiki.
Oh, that's right.
Which is like what we did here.
Right there, yes.
So this plant, and you can see how far down in the pot it was.
Oh yeah.
So this bottom right here was right there.
And you
So
stuck it all
I
the way
cut
down there.
1, 2, 3. These were the roots that I cut on the plant when I cut. These are the roots it's generated since I cut it.
Yeah, and it's all established now in
Yeah.
the pot.
Right. So now that it's grown these roots, I'll probably put maybe an inch layer of bark in the bottom to kind of have some, a little bit moisture holding
Mm-hmm.
for those roots in the bottom.
So this one, when would you cut this one again? And you'd wait until it gets really tall.
Yeah, I mean,
Like you're not gonna cut it now.
No,
It has
no,
3
no,
roots.
no.
You wouldn't
Right.
cut it now and try to get keikis from the bottom, even though there's a lot of roots.
Because I've already got a nice keiki off it already, and I've got these 2 that are coming. And this is was this in bloom when you were here before, Tessellata? This is the one.
I
Actually,
think
this
so.
is the one that smells the best.
Oh,
It
okay.
smells like lavender.
Oh, okay.
But this is, we were talking about Oscar Kirsch. This was his plant.
Oh, yeah, his name's on there.
Yeah.
So you would wait till that gets tall before you were
Yeah,
to
I
even
probably-
think about
I
cutting
wait
it
till
again.
gets up like this. Once you start getting a whole lot of aerial roots, like, the good thing about Vandas is you can come out here when it's raining, and the roots are all pliable and soaked with the rain, and you can bend them and stick them down into the pot. But once it starts getting up like this, then it becomes more and more problematic. It's harder to do, right?
Yeah.
So that's when I go, okay, time to
chop
try
it.
and propagate it. So this is, I saw your video of the guy with all the eclandiers. Oh, this is in blue.
Oh, it is? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'm really interested. I'd like to talk to him about if he has this eclandier.
Orchid Eros, Ben. Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Did you ever get a chance
No,
to
I
call
didn't.
him?
I
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
But I'm
wants eclandier.
interested what his eclandier breeding is, if he knows about this plant or if he has this plant.
He loves spotted orchids, so I'm sure he's got plenty.
Well, I saw on the video he's got that whole bench of eclandiers, right, that he's growing in nothing.
Yeah.
Or he's got orchid pots jammed
Yeah.
in there. Yeah, I'd be interested to talk to him about it to see. It corresponds to my
Yes.
own,
Yeah. I was saying that. I said, oh, that's how Doug grows his too. Like hardly anything in the pot.
Right.
And Ben was saying that's what he's leaning towards now.
Right. I think a lot of older growers eventually come to that.
Yeah.
Well, it started out with me, that's how I would take care of sick plants.
Yes.
I'd take them out of the pot, I'd stick them in an empty terracotta pot, and then wait till some roots, and then maybe jam some cork in there
Yeah.
and get them to come back. And then I'm going, well, this is kind of working
Yeah.
cool like this. I mean, it's
If it works for sick plants,
right.
right? It
Right.
should work for healthy
It
plants.
should work for healthy plants. And, when you put them in, the problem with baskets or mounting them like this, it's like, Ben said that it was, when you want to sell a division, what do you do?
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah, because now the roots are all entangled.
Right.
And when he has it,
I mean, how are you going to get this off of that?
yeah,
I mean, you could.
you're going to really mess up the plant.
Right. You'd have to somehow cut into the cork.
Yeah.
Right. So, in fact, after I saw his plants, I had one that was kind of going aerial this way, and
Stuck it in a pot.
I cut it off and I stuck it in a pot with nothing.
See? I love those chopsticks. The
I
bamboo
don't,
chopsticks.
Ben, I don't think Ben jams stuff in there. This is my technique. I will jam stuff in there eventually.
He uses the 2-inch pots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he uses like those little basket pots, it
Yeah.
looks like, yeah.
But I think it's fine like this too. Same concept pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No. The thing is, I think...
You just don't want them to move, right?
Right.
You want to keep them stable.
Right.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, an orchid intuitively knows that it's not solid.
Yeah. Like you're using a chopstick to keep it stable and he's using pots to...
Right. But I also use the same technique he does as far as, like...
Because you were using, I think, cork or something to jam in there.
Right. So I have, where is one? Yeah, like these. That's got nothing in there but cork.
Yes. To stabilize it and keep it from
and
moving
so all
around.
these were on a bummer. All of these are Maxima cerulean, and it was just a cranky, and it just couldn't keep live roots. And so the only way I've been able to grow these up now is to grow them in nothing.
It makes sense though, because in nature that's how they grow, right? They just grow attached to like
And we know that
trees or whatever.
a lot of orchids will use their roots for photosynthesis. So if you put them in a pot,
They
you're
can't.
compromising their whole. And Walkeriana is famous for that. I mean, Walkeriana wants to be like that one in the basket over there, right?
Where the roots are all exposed.
Right, right. Bufordiensis.
Bufordiensis.
See the little wiggly thing in there?
Is that the thing that traps the
Yeah,
bugs?
that's the thing, is trying to get it in there. This is a cool
It is cool.
bulbophyllum. What? How am I mispronouncing it?
Bulbophyllum.
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 I don't know. They say it so many ways.
Well, I say bulbophyllum a lot.
Cattleya.
Well,
Cattleya.
Everybody's got this.
Cattleya.
Cattleya. That
Cattleya. Cattleya.
No, Cattleya.
But it's Cattleya, right?
Cattleya.
Cattleya.
Sir William Catley.
Oh, Cattleya.
Catley.
Oh, Cattleya.
No,
Those
no,
white-
Aya.
Catley.
Catley.
That's what I said.
No,
Cattleya.
you're getting Aya in there. Just
Cat-
say A, not Aya.
Catley.
Uh.
Isn't that what I said earlier?
No, you're saying Aya.
I have it on recording. I'm gonna listen back to multiple times and be like, I said that.
Don't listen to Doug. He's full of shit. You know, he doesn't know.
Cattleya.
He was calling them bubophylum.
Bubophylums.
What was I saying?
Oh, what's the other one? Stanhopa. It's not Stanhopia, it's Stanhopa. According
How come
to
it says EA on the
Because the guy's name is Stanhope, so you're supposed to pronounce it like you're supposed to preserve the pronunciation. in
Right,
whatever
no, I
language.
understand, just like
So
Catley.
Stanhope.
Stanhopa.
Ah,
That's what we
'cause
learned
it's not
from.
Stanhope IA.
it's
just
not
Stanhope.
EA? It's not,
It's Stanhope is his last name, H-O-P.
and doesn't it have an EA on the end?
No, just an
Just
A.
A.
After that.
Oh, it
So
Stanhopa.
it's Stanhope.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'll buy that.
so we've been pronouncing it
And
Stanhopia.
that's from whatever the pronunciation guide in the AOS.
Right.
magazine.
No, they have it. Right, exactly.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato.
Yeah,
not
potato,
the type
potato.
I don't want
You know
Yeah,
what? You
but
can
people-
you can watch so many videos and hear it pronounced so many different ways.
We all know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We
The
do,
other thing is,
right?
how
Yeah.
often?
It's all that
for
matters.
me, how often am I pronouncing these words out loud? Not often. I'm like seeing them online, reading
Right,
tag,
yeah,
whatever, and then
yeah,
just
yeah,
saying
When
it
we're
out
doing
loud.
a video, we are.
Well,
Right.
yeah. Like prosthekia, man, that really tripped me up the other day. Eva meeting, I had to read it. I was like, I had no idea. I heard it, but I was like,
Rustic.
Matt,
So
help.
this is Encyclia. I guess it's still an Encyclia.
It's
Diploma.
cute.
And I have I have a white one
Isn't that cute?
Yeah,
It's a cute flower.
I do like the encyclia.
Yeah, I like encyclias.
too. Yeah, I grew a flask of these, and they all turned purple. They're all purple except one
You got one
that's
white one.
almost white. Yeah.
I guess what? You gotta wait until it blooms.
Gotta wait. It's in spike.
Oh, it's in
It's
spike.
They're in spike.
This has been fun, hasn't it?
I love coming here.
I know, me too.
Oh, good.
I wish it was closer, but it's not. It's a nice drive.
You know, these love this.
Thank you for having us
You're
because
welcome. You guys are
we
always
always
welcome.
we always enjoy coming here, and we can listen to you forever.
Listen all day.
I'm gonna have people ask me again about coming here, about shipping, all that stuff. What do you have to say about that? If they want to come, they can
They
come.
can come. They're welcome in small groups.
3 or
no
less.
More than three or four.
And-
as far as your people that want me to ship plants, I'm sorry, I just don't. have
It's
the-
it's too hard. But if you are here locally and
Yes.
want to purchase,
Right. Or if you're here visiting.
yes, and you want to take it back with you and you want to go and get
You
it
wanna-
inspected yourself,
Exactly.
yeah,
You're more than welcome.
give Doug a call.
But I just don't. It's 100 miles round trip for me to inspect
Yeah.
your plant, and
It's just too much work,
yes.
and he
I
doesn't have
a
the
lot of
time.
work. I
Yeah,
have a lot of work. We're still fighting the rhinoceros beetle.
As
Yeah.
soon as that's done, maybe you'll have time.
yeah,
I
maybe,
don't foresee a down on
There's
that.
no time.
yeah.
Anyways,
It has been really fun, and we hope to do it again.
at least it wasn't raining.
Yes, last time it was pouring. I forgot about that.
No, this is good.
This
We
was
got
nice.
soaked.
No umbrellas.
Stay, no umbrella.
It was a little
Two,
hot
three
earlier,
hands.
but it's good now.
Powered
Well, we
through.
got the monkey pod cooling us off.
Yeah.
and Jacaranda.
But I hope you guys
dropping its nest.
enjoyed today's video, learned a little bit about not only orchids, but we got to see some plumeria and dragon fruit. We learned a little bit about pollinating dragon fruit, right?
Oh, did we talk about it? Was that on your video?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
That was
Okay.
cool.
Now we know.
You never know what you're going to get when you come to Doug's place because he has so many different types of plants here. So if you guys are on Oahu and you're fortunate to come and visit, give him a call, put his information on the screen. And if you want to go back and watch any of his other videos, I think I have like maybe 3 or 4 educational videos
Yeah,
of...
you got to be getting sick of listening.
No, we never do. Orchid Society meeting talks that he's done that I've recorded. Go and check those out. Very educational. Always something to learn. So until next time, everyone, remember to always live aloha.